The war for the 2025 NBA championship took a dramatic turn in Game 5. With the series deadlocked at 2-2, both the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers knew this game would shape the legacy of their postseason. And when the dust settled inside the roaring walls of Paycom Center, it was the Thunder who emerged victorious. Final score, Oklahoma City 120, Indiana 109. A dominant performance in a high-pressure environment. And now the Thunder lead the series 3-2, just one win away from their first NBA championship since the franchise moved from Seattle. This game wasn't just a basketball battle. It was a showcase of mental grit, tactical brilliance, and raw star power. And at the center of it all, Jalen Williams. The rising star exploded for a career playoff-high 40 points, drilling 14 of his 25 shots and scoring 11 huge points in the fourth quarter alone. Every time the Pacers got within striking distance, Williams was there to respond. Driving, dunking, draining mid-range shots. He didn't just show up, he arrived. Alongside him was the always composed Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who once again validated his MVP status. SGA delivered 31 points, 10 assists, and 4 critical blocks. His impact was everywhere. Whether slashing through Indiana's defense or orchestrating pick and rolls with surgical precision, Shai controlled the game's rhythm. When Indiana surged, Shai slowed things down. When the Thunder needed a bucket, he created one out of thin air. Together, Shai and Jalen combined for over 70 points, a feat they've now achieved 10 times this postseason. They're more than teammates. They're a dynamic force rewriting the blueprint for championship basketball in Oklahoma City. Let's talk about coaching adjustments. After a sluggish Game 4, Thunder head coach Mark Daigneault made key tactical changes. He moved Shai off the ball more frequently, forcing Indiana's defense to shift and exposing gaps in their perimeter rotations. By empowering cutters like Isaiah Hartenstein and Cason Wallace to initiate dribble handoffs, OKC opened up space for clean outside looks. The results were undeniable. Aaron Wiggins and Cason Wallace each buried early threes, setting the tone. Wiggins and Wallace combined for 6 first-half triples, extending OKC's lead and giving the Thunder a much-needed scoring lift. It wasn't just a hot hand, it was smart basketball, rooted in movement and execution. The bench didn't just survive, they thrived, outscoring Indiana's second unit and swinging momentum back toward OKC. Defensively, the Thunder were locked in. Chet Holmgren, though quiet on the stat sheet, clogged the lane with towering presence. Dort hounded Haliburton at every turn, while Caruso and Hartenstein fought through every screen and collapsed on every drive. Most importantly, the Thunder forced 23 turnovers, the Pacers most all postseason, leading to 32 points off those mistakes. That stat alone was a game changer. Indiana didn't go quietly. TJ McConnell, the veteran spark plug, led a third-quarter charge, scoring 13 of his 18 points in that period alone. He pushed the tempo, took advantage of defensive lapses, and cut the deficit to just 2 points with 4 minutes left in the third. Pascal Siakam carried the offensive load, finishing with 28 points on 10 for 17 shooting, including several tough finishes over Holmgren and Dort. But the glaring issue for Indiana was the health and performance of Tyrese Haliburton. Still visibly impacted by his lingering hamstring issue, Haliburton managed only 4 points on 0 for 6 shooting. While he chipped in 7 rebounds and 6 assists, he was a non-factor in scoring, and without his usual threat from the perimeter, OKC was able to sag off and clog the passing lanes. Rick Carlisle's squad simply couldn't protect the basketball. Those 23 turnovers killed any chance of late-game momentum, and while their three-point shooting wasn't terrible, Indiana shot 37%, their ball security was fatal. In clutch time, the Thunder thrived. The final minutes were a masterclass in composure. Jalen Williams hit a pull-up mid-range jumper, then followed it up with a deep three to stretch the lead. Shai used the pick and roll to break free of defenders and find Caruso in the corner. The Thunder closed the game on a 10-0 run, and the crowd erupted as Game 5 slipped out of Indiana's reach. Let's add some historical perspective. In NBA history, teams that win Game 5 of the finals when the series is tied 2-2 go on to win the title over 74% of the time. That puts Oklahoma City in a powerful position as the series shifts back to Indianapolis. But the Thunder can't celebrate yet. The Pacers are 9-1 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse this postseason, and they're desperate. They know they can't afford another slow start or another turnover-laden performance. For Indiana, it's now or never. They must reduce turnovers, find a way to get Haliburton healthy, or at least decoy effective, and reestablish their defensive identity. Their ball movement, their off-ball screens, and their confidence in late-clock situations all crumbled under pressure. Carlisle has to find a lineup that can stretch the floor and challenge OKC's defense without relying solely on Siakam's isolation buckets. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, the path is clear. Stay the course. Keep the ball moving. Let Shai and Jalen operate in tandem and allow the defense to feed the offense. If the Thunder can recreate even 80% of the cohesion they showed in Game 5, they'll be lifting the trophy on the road in Game 6. Let's not forget the stakes. This isn't just about a title. For OKC, it's about completing a rebuild that began with draft picks and patience. For Indiana, it's about proving they belong on the game's biggest stage after years of playoff struggles. So what's next? Game 6, a hostile Indiana crowd. One team on the brink of history. One team fighting for survival. Will the Thunder finish the job, or can the Pacers force a Game 7 and flip the script? Let us know in the comments. Who do you trust more in a Game 6 showdown? Is Jalen Williams officially the breakout star of the finals? Can Haliburton bounce back in time to save the Pacers' dream? Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our full Game 6 preview, featuring injury updates, tactical matchups, betting insights, and score predictions. This is Beyond the Box Score, where we don't just cover the score, we reveal the soul of the game.